Well, friends, it's Monday, and we're back to working on the walnut nightstand. We got out here yesterday and started working on the shop, and it's still not as good as I want it, but we're getting closer. I've got more room. I can actually maneuver around without breaking my neck, and I've got a little lighting system here behind the camera. You can't see, but it's at least it's a little bit better than it was. So I've got the other three legs out of the clamps. I've got the one that's a three-piece setup. Well, there's a lot of clamps on this. So I'm going to get this out of clamps. We'll start putting the aprons. I've got to cut this down. I'll show you. So I had to clamp it in several different configurations because this board had some spring to it after I ripped it down, but I think this is going to do all right. Like I said, I'm going to have to rip it down. Once I get these clamps off, I'll show you what I did. They always say you can't ever have too many clamps. So I took three pieces, 1, 2, and 3, to make this final leg, and this will probably be a back leg where it won't ever be seen. But I've got to clean the glue up off of it and then rip this off and probably run it through the joiner just to true everything up after I get the glue and everything off. But then I'm going to start working on the apron. I've got all the pieces cut for it, and I think I've talked myself into putting a bottom shelf. Now this one, I don't know if you can see that or not, that's a domino, and that's a domino. Got the legs all evened up. Let's go ahead and get the tape off of here. So I've got the back written on that, but I think I decided I wanted that one in the front and this one in the back because of the big old knot hole. And I do have knots on the top of this that I'm going to have to address. Okay, so these are going to be the front. So, oh yeah, that's going to be perfect. So I'm going to do the mortises on my apron pieces first. The way this works is there's a little window here that tells you the thickness of your material, and that will put the mortise in the very middle of it. The thing is, I want to reveal on my legs, so I'm going to do these first, and then I'm going to set this depth different for the legs. That way it'll set it in just a little bit. I'm going to get my PPE on and we'll get these mortised. So I don't have the hose hooked up because this didn't come with a hose. That's an extra thing. I thought the hose from my shaper would work because they're both the same company, but it won't. So I just have to deal with the dust until I can get a hose for it. All right, so now I'm gonna start in on the legs. So I got this mark outside, and there's my plunge mark, so I want that there. So I think I'm going to move this to, let me get this. So I'm going to open this up and pull this up a little bit. I'm going to move this to, I think 36. This is about 50 millimeters, but I think I'm going to go 36, and that'll put it 18 in, which should give me a pretty good, just a nice little reveal from the apron to the legs, just a little shadow line. I hope this is right. If not much I can do about it. All right, so I'm going to get mashed up again. Find my biscuits here, or my dominoes here, and we'll see how this turned out. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. I can see that or not. That's perfect. Set up a temporary, just a real quick and dirty tapering jig. I just want to taper these just a little bit. About the taper is going to start right in here, but it's going to be really, really gradual and go into about 5 millimeters or so. So what I did is I just got a piece of plywood that's, I know it's got a straight edge. I went ahead and pre-drilled these so it doesn't split my little blocks here. Okay, and as easy as that, you got a tapered leg. I don't know if you can tell that or not, but let's get a better view here of the back leg. Kind of get an idea. See, this is all square, this is tapered. Well, guys, you live and you learn. That's one of my dominoes. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to chisel this out and square it all up. This one and this one. I think this is what I need, probably. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to take a knife here and kind of score this. So I regrouped, went and got some coffee, ate a little bit of lunch, and this is what I come up with. I think the grain match is pretty decent. It's not exact, but it'll be okay. It's on the bottom of the leg. Nobody will notice it, hopefully. Got to trim this off. Well, friends, it's another day. Got a new shirt. What do you think of it? This is going to be the new logo going forward for now until I come up with something different. This is the Samuel Beckett Bridge, table saw blade, and the Tree of Life Blackpool Studio. Got my caffeine. This is called a peanut butter puddle. It's a latte with peanut butter. Sounds weird, but it's really good. Unless you don't like peanut butter or you're allergic to peanuts, and then probably not a good idea to drink it. So today, I've got the bottom shelf panel. I'm going to pull out of clamps. Going to have to plane it down a little bit. It needed to kind of thin out the thickness of the shelf. So I'm laying out for where the corners are going to be cut out. So, side note, FedEx just came as I was coming back out here from throwing my coffee cup away. Got a new tool. Show you all that because it's got all these angles from 45 all the way up to 60-degree angle where you can pivot. Let's see here. Yeah, you pivot and it's got it on both sides. This is metric, although this says 16 inches right here. It's 400 millimeters. I've started using metric more just because, like the Festool and the Shaper Origin all uses metric instead of standard. The Shaper Origin, you can convert it. It's got a little button where you can change it, but it's just easier. So I just use metric. I'm trying to use it more. As a matter of fact, I even bought me a tape measure that's got standard and metric on it, just for when I'm doing stuff where anyway, I'm getting off the subject. I'm going to go ahead and get my mask on. Go ahead and put the profiles on. Okay, I got a piece of TIG wire here that should do the trick. So I'm just going to go through here and try to get all this scraped out. It's not a whole lot, but I don't want it on there when I go to finish it. I'd rather it be gone. You still can't really get an overview of it, but anyway, that's what it's going to look like with a shelf on the bottom. All right, so as you can see, I've got this knot here I need to dig out the best I can. I don't have packing tape. The missus said that we are fresh out, so I'm going to hope that this masking tape, I've got some foil back tape, but I don't think it'll work. The only saving grace on this is this is quick set epoxy, so I think it'll be all right. I'll go ahead and drop in my coffee brown dye here. Yeah, I think that's going to look good. I'll go ahead and start pouring. should be able to finish this next week. So I'm going to turn the camera around and show you what I've got done. I'm pretty pleased with what I've got, so hang on. The top is just laying up here, but I've got the aprons on the shelf. I got the shelf done. I'm having to fill in just a little bit where I cut this just a little bit wrong. I don't know if you can see that or not. A little filler will, let's see if we can get that to focus. A little bit of filler, or I'll cut some real thin wedges like this to go in and sand it out, whatever. Probably more than likely I'll just get some walnut filler. But I got the aprons nice and tight. This is all connected. I think I'm gonna leave this shelf floating. I was gonna put some pocket holes, but that would require me to take these back off again, and they were really a pain because I can't find my 90-degree drill, so I've had to use different methods to get this in and out. But then the other thing will be the drawer. That's going to be the front. That's still a little bit loose because I don't have a cross piece, and that'll be another thing. I'll have to make a piece to go across here, and probably one up here too, and then I'll have to put some runners in here. It's such a small drawer. I'm not going to use metal slides. It would be a waste. I've got some, here we go. I'm going to use something like this, and then I'll also use a piece like this to go across, and I don't know, I'll probably just glue it and tack it with some pin nails or something just to hold it, keep it from racking. This should do quite a bit, but if I have the piece on. But anyway, hope you guys are doing well. Hope you have a good week. Get out in your shop and make something. Leave a comment below if you like the merch. Yeah, we'll see you in the next video. We should be able to finish this up next week. I've got 4 days off, so hopefully we'll be able to get this done and start a new project maybe even.